Good day, class.
Good day, ma'am.
Okay, so far, we already discussed about the mission 1 to mission 4. Natapos na natin ngayon. So, finally, no, nasa last mission na tayo, which is the Hero Mission 5 finale or paghanda ng enrollment requirements at documents. Okay, so when it comes to choosing between vocational education and the regular college route, it is the decision that will shape an individual entire courses. So, considering the time commitment and more individuals are contemplating for going college and taking that TVET or the technical vocational education and training. So, the route, diba? This option is especially great for what is this? For those interested in a specific field of work and for those who are looking to gain knowledge or to handle or training through a specialized program. So, those programs are afforded by institutions that were designed to give students their training and what we call this and experiences they will need to apply to their chosen professions once they graduate. So, good. These teaching are often delivered through a combination of classroom lectures and hands-on training in a lab environment. So, most schools also offer online training services which makes it more accessible to those who require the option of flexibility. So, let's discuss the benefits of choosing a vocational education. So, first, we have the cost efficiency of vocational education. So, TVET institutions are known to be less expensive. So, libre yung TVET. Unlike you enroll in college, may babayaran ka pa kung hindi naman libre yung course na kukunin mo. So, yun. Second, we have the practical experience. One of the advantage of vocational training is that instruction are often industry professions. So, the opportunity to learn from what we call this, from the experienced professional in the field gives deep insight. It gives deep insight on what it takes to be successful on the job. So most programs include externship that allow learners like you to work in the industry for credit. So yun. And also these practical experiences often leads to an opportunities or even job offer. So yun. And next we have the flexible schedule. So TVET programs are typically designed to help non-traditional students who wish to go to school while juggling other responsibilities. So options such as evening, weekend, and online learning make this very beneficial for those who are trying to develop new career expertise while working full-time in their work. So you can enroll in TESDA or you can enroll in TVET program or courses. You can choose anything while you are working part-time. So next we have the hands-on environment. This refers that TVET classes are usually smaller with teachers providing hands-on instructions, thoroughly in a small environment. So practically, skills often come with the individual attending. So yun, from professors and a better opportunity to learn from and get to know your peers. So next we have the join a workforce curriculum. So another advantage to a vocational education is that the student can complete their training in a short period of time. So, because programs determinations or program durations vary, but most can be completed in 2 years or less. So, for example, emergency medical technicians are ready to begin their careers over or after just 1 semester. So, gets na? Next, another benefits of choosing a vocational education is that the well-paying career opportunities. So most TVET schools publish that available job placements to inform prospective students um, about the likelihood of employment upon graduation. So therefore, vocational job placement for graduates is generally high, or however, it varies by job type. So some specializations even have the potential to crack the the six figure mark with the right amount of experience. So, let's have a recap regarding the last meeting. So, ano nga ba yung TVET? Or what is TVET? So, TVET or the Technical and Vocational Education and Training is the education or training process wherein it involves, in addition to general education. So, similarly, it is the study of technologies and related sciences and the acquisition of the practical skills relating to occupations in various sectors of economic life and social life. So, furthermore, TVET aims to provide learners that both schools and adults with skills for work and life. So, generally, TVET institutions are known to be less expensive than attending a college or university. Kasi nga, mas mahal pa kung mag-aaral ka sa college. Hindi ko naman sinabi na huwag ka na mag-aaral ng college, pero libre kasi yung TVET. So, yun. The Hero Mission 5, which is the finale, has the two purposes. So, the first one, we have the pag-alam kung ano ang mga dokumenting kailangan ihanda upang makipag-apply sa TESDA course na nabili. So, second, we have the pagtuklas sa iba't ibang paraan kung paano mas maihahanda ang sarili mo sa pag-apply sa TVET courses. So, enrollment is taking admission or initiating for attendance in a school or in TESDA institution. So, if you wanted to take admissions in their school or any program for any courses, there is an enrollment process for you to be able to apply para mag-enroll ka sa program nila. So that the student or those OSY, which is out of school youth, must need to prepare the requirements and documents for enrollment. So additionally, enrollment system allows you to identify which applicants are best to fit for your institutions by comparing in system parameters like your age, your gender, your location, your course of interest, and etc. So, the first purpose is the pag-alam kung ano ang mga dokumento kailangan ihanda upang makipag-apply sa TESDA course na napili. So, you need to prepare documents that needed for you to be able to apply in TESDA programs or TESDA course that you have chosen. So, next we have the pagtuklas sa iba't ibang paraan kung paano mas maihanda ang sarili sa pag-apply sa TESDA course or sa TVET course rather. So, career management is basically the management of structured planning and the choice of one's own professional career. So, career management can be also, what we call this, can be considered as job that is done for any significant period of anyone's life period, and those are opportunities for development. So, you must prepare yourself that you must not face any difficult or any doubt or any difficulty while interacting with others, also preparing yourself or preparing your documents and etc. So you must be able to, what you call this, to show persistence in you for any career or courses that you have chosen. So okay, so this is the compass points. So the compass points serves as or indicate your directions. That this is the most important as you prepare yourself in engaging yourself in the programs in TESDA or in TVET. So these four directions help you to orient ourselves or help us to orient ourselves wherever career we are. So, okay? So just like the compass, there's a few important things that you should know about how to compass works before using one in the wild. So there are 4 points in your compass. So this includes the north, the south, east, and west. Ano-ano nga ba ang mga dokumentong kailangan mong ihanda? So we have the 7 or we have the 6 documents. So first, we have the all certificate of completion or high school diploma na nagpapatunay sa iyong pagtatapos sa pinakamataas na antas ng edukasyon na natamo. So second, we have the learner's permanent record na maaaring ALS Form 5 or Form 137 para sa mga nakatapos ng formal high school. So, formal high school, na nagtatala ng lahat ng mga markang nakuha mula sa pagsisimula ng iyong pag-aaral. So, third, we have the certified birth certificate mula sa PSA or the Philippine Statistics Authority na nagpapatunay ng iyong pangalan, petsa ng lugar ng kapanganakan at nasyonalidad. So, next, we have the TESDA application form na kailangan punan tungkol sa TVET course na nais mong kunin. So, may online at offline versions ito. So, yes. Next, we have the 2x2 pictures of passport size photos. So, you need also the pictures of yourself. Diba? So, the last one but not the least is the NBI clearance at iba pang dokumento na maaaring hingin ng iyong papasukang TVET institution tulad ng police clearance, barangay clearance, or etc. So, those are the documents that you need to compile or that you need to prepare so that you'll be able to apply in TVET institutions. So, the most important thing that you need to prepare is yourself. So, you need to reflect, to discover, or to rediscover. Third, you need to reconnect, and you need to rest. So, the number one is you need to reflect. So, paglinilay sa iyong mga goals, interest, and characteristic. So, it is your self-reflection or known as the personal reflection of yourself. So, it is taking the time for you to be able to, what we call this, to be able to think about, meditate on, evaluate yourself, and give serious thought to your behaviors. So, attitudes, motivations, and desires. So, just like looking at the mirror, tumingin ka sa salamin. So, diba? If you're going to look at the mirror, you see yourself, your whole self. So, you see yourself, and describing what you see. So, it is a way of, what we call this, it is a way of accessing or assessing yourself, your ways, and how you study. So, to put it simply, reflection means to think something that needs a time for you to be able to think or to see or to reflect yourself. Okay, so reflect yourself. Ask yourself a deep questions. ano pa ba? Go easy on yourself. So, label your emotions and also create goals for yourself for you to be able to have a good, or let's just say a better life. So, ask yourself a deep questions like, what's my intention? Your intention. Your intention. What's your intention? Ano ba ba? How can I say it in a way they're most likely or other most likely to be able to hear? Also, ask yourself what makes you feel most empowered, or what is my dream job? Your dream job. Ask yourself like those questions. So, in becoming more self-aware of the power of the ego makes it easier to you to manage it. In thinking before we speak, help us to be more tactful and what we call this understand how to offset or how to offset negativity with something positive. So next, in reflecting yourself, we have to label your emotions. So yes, you need to label your emotions and understand your feelings before you can create stories that reflect what we are going through or have been through. So some people usually express their emotions and feelings through literature, which is writing poetry, poems, and keeping a journal or diary wherein they will able or you will able to express your thoughts and yes, express your thoughts and feelings through writings. So that's good because you are putting a name to an emotions. Just by doing that, we lessen the emotions grip over our well-being. So hence, expressing or expressing our emotions brings about a lot more benefits too. So the moment we feel or yes, the moment we feel to express our emotions, our brain can often go into the fight or flight state. So, and that's a physical reaction that sets off events through our bodies. So next we have to go easy on yourself. Breathe, breathe first. Treat yourself the way you would treat other people. Don't pressure yourself. Don't be harsh to yourself. And most especially is be gentle with ourselves. Because giving ourselves permission not to be the best, that's humanly possible. But because giving ourselves permission to be the best, that's humanly impossible, but rather to do the best we can right now. So this is just a reminder that our version of best will look different than anyone else. So next we have to create yourself or create goals for yourself, rather. So think about the results that you want to see before set a goal. Before setting a goal, take a closer look. Look at what you're trying to achieve and ask yourself a question. Learn something new every day or every week. And also spend a few time or minutes with someone who you care about. Also give yourself a what we call this a moment to relax. First, consider what you achieve and then commit to it. Hence, take each step and fill out take details including the what you ano ba to? Including a what, when, where, and how for each step. So generally, keep your plan close. Keep your plan close by so that you can see how each step is working and make improvements to the plan that you made in your life. So, okay? Yun. Those things are need to perform so that you will be able to reflect yourself. Okay. Next, we have the rediscover, which is the pagtugay sa ating mga kalakasan at kahinaan, kung ano ang nais nating pag-ibayuhin pa sa susunod. Pagtugay sa ating mga kalakasan at kahinaan at kung ano pa ang nais nating pag-ibayuhin sa susunod. So, start by, what we call this? Start by visualizing yourself, your ideal self. Explore the passions that you have. Try new things, evaluate your skills, and identify what you have or what you value about yourself. So, the greatest and most important adventure of our lives is discovering who we really are. Explore the passions that you have. And try new things every day, every single day, or every week. And ano pa ba? Evaluate your skills and identify what you have or what you value about yourself. So the greatest and important adventure of our lives is to discovering who we really are. Yet, so many of us walk around either not really knowing or listening to an awful inner critic of ourselves. So that give us to the wrong ideas about ourselves, diba? Sometimes we misunderstood ourselves. We fail to critique who we really are. So we need to evaluate ourselves so that we will be able to know the inner self of us. Okay? We mistakenly think of self-understanding as self-indulgence, and we carry on without asking the most important question we'll ever ask: who am I really? And finding yourself may sound like an inherently self-centered goal, but it is the root of everything we do in our life. In order to be the most valuable person to the world around us. So we have to first know who we are and what we value and what we have to offer. So the personal journey is one every individual will benefit from taking. It is the matter that recognizing our personal power, yet being open and vulnerable to our expressions. So make sense of your past in order to uncover who we really are and why we act the way we do, or we have to know our own story. So being brave and strong, willing to explore our past is an important stepping stone on our lives, which is the understanding ourselves and becoming who we want to be. So next we have to differentiate. You have to differentiate, break with harmful internalized thought processes, separate from negative personality, and also separate from negative personality traits and develop one's own values, ideas, and beliefs rather than rather than automatically accepting the one has grown up. So think about what you want in your life, because there's a tendency in life to focus on the negative. So many of us fall too easily into victimized thoughts and compliance and about our circumstances and surroundings rather than orienting ourselves toward positive goals. So strategies and solutions. So put simply, we think a lot about what we don't want instead of concentrating on what we do. Okay? Having a strong relationship with the family and friends can follow or can allow us to shame our yes, to shame our feelings and know that we are understood by them. So, um, they can give us a support, give us a advice, and or yes, advice in making the decisions in our lives, as well as a chance to support other people, just like us. So next we have the rest. Magpahinga ka para sa ikakagaan ng pakiramdam mo at upang ma-boost ang self-confidence mo. So, take a rest, relax, and unwind yourself. Take short breaks throughout the day. So, set a time to remind yourself to step away and take a few deep breaths. Additionally, give yourself an extra time to disconnect. Also, give yourself the chance to stay resilient and calm. Hence, being kind enough to give yourself a break is the wise thing to do as a person or as a student. So, generally, you need to take a rest or sleep to regenerate everything your body breaks down during the day. So, give yourself a break. Avoid criticizing yourself. So, we all have times when we feel a bit down or find it harder to make our self-belief. Maintain our self-belief. So, the key is not to be too hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself and don't be too critical to yourself. So avoid criticizing yourself to others because this can reinforce your negative views and also give other people a possibly false negative effect. So you need to avoid that kind of situation. And also, you can help to boost your self-esteem by giving yourself a break whenever you succeed in doing something hard or just managing a particularly bad day. So, hence, taking a rest or a silent break and developing your assertiveness can therefore help you to improve your self-esteem. Okay? So again, keep in mind that we have a different road to Tibet. So you can build your own business or part-time work to finance your direct tuition fees. And this includes your pamasahe, your everyday expenses as a student. So again, please approach the EDC for Be Yourself Boss for you to be able to learn how to build your own business. It is good because the savings you make with your own business can be used for indirect Tibet bills. So the indirect Tibet bills are such as the everyday gastusin as a students and also the pamasahe. So yun lang naman yung mga common na gastusin natin. So okay. Additionally, approach the EDC for work-based learning for you to be able to learn how to prepare your work. And it's good because the moment you make money with your own work, you will be able to provide or afford your needs as a student or as a person. So okay? So the journey road map. So the 5 missions of hero are the mission 1, which is the bakit, or the bakit nais mong ipagpatuloy na hasain ang iyong kakayahan, kasanayan sa pamamagitan ng Tibet programs or courses. So next we have the mission 2, which is the paano, or anong klaseng scholarship ang nais mong i-avail or pasukin sa TESDA. So next we have the mission 3, which is the anong TESDA course ang nais mong pasukan. So, the fourth mission is the mission 5, which is the saan. It is a saang Tibet institution ka mag-aaral. So, the mission 5, the last mission but not the least, is the finale, which is the paghanda ng enrollment requirements at documents. So, handa ka na ba? Maghanda na. Handa na? Handa ka na? Handa na tayo. Handa na ako? Handa ka na? So sulong at abante, mga kahiro. So, thank you for listening for today's lesson. So, finally, we finished the 5 missions. So, thank you.
Welcome.